Thursday Power Call. This is the Circle of Greatness Academy. We are just super excited that you have joined the call. We know that we have members on the call. We know that we have guests. So to all of our guests, we want to welcome you to our call. To all of our members, we just want to thank you for continuing to invest in yourself, continue to invest in your goals and your dreams, and invest in others. Circle of Greatness Academy supporting you with your personal and professional development. And just providing a space for you to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So, every week, every single day, we are here to push and encourage each other. There's tools and resources here, and none of it would be possible. This call would not be possible. Every single Thursday, we have, just some amazing gems and jewels and some amazing expert entrepreneurs on this call, just sharing stuff. And it would not be possible if it wasn't for the vision of Mr. Nehemiah Davis. We started the Circle of Greatness Academy a year ago, and we are just super excited at our growth, at what we did when when it was just a vision in his head and we just executed, and to see how far we've grown. Can only imagine what 2018 is going to look like. We've seen so many people in this group change their life. I mean, in a matter of days, weeks, months, just by applying and executing on their goals and their dreams, and on the tips and resources that they received right here. So we are excited. We're excited to be on this call. I want to introduce my friend and our founder, Mr. Nehemiah Davis.
Wow. What's up, people? I am super, super, super excited that everyone is here. Davida, you can hear me clearly?
I can hear you clearly.
Oh, good. I'm excited, guys. Listen to me right now. I'm currently in the car. I'm supposed to be in the foundation doing the call, but someone have an event. So you guys know how I do it. We improvise and we do what we got to do. What I want everybody to take a moment to do, we're about to jump in this car. I got a solid 30 minutes of this gentleman's time. What I want you guys to do right now, take a minute. Invite someone. You can tap the bottom right-hand corner, invite someone to get on this call. We're about to share with you guys some liquid gold. And of course, we understand what gold does. It embellishes you. It makes you look good. And the information, once you apply it, is going to do the exact same thing for your life. So we're about to get all this information that we possibly can get, right? And I need you guys to get your pens out, get your papers out. A couple things we don't accept in our groups. Number one, limited thinking. I need you to understand everything that you want out of your life, you absolutely can get, but you first have to believe that. And the second thing that we don't accept is small minds, right? You got to believe that those goals and dreams that you want can absolutely come true. And that's exactly when they start coming true. So I found out about Casey. I want to say like a couple months ago, I seen this young kid. I want to call him a kid because he's like a teenager, right? I seen this young kid really out here doing his thing. And I'm like, man, it would be dope to get his perspective on how he built his brand. And I want to say so quickly because I'm sure he's been doing this for a while, but how he was able to build his brand, release a book, inspire and encourage mad people, and do his thing. I wanted to bring him on our platform. Last week, we had his good friend, Caleb, and his dad, Matt Maddox, on the call. So this week, I wanted to bring him. So without further ado, I want to introduce this young teen phenomenon and author and entrepreneur, Casey Adams, to the call. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man? Can you hear me good?
Hey, bro, locked and loaded, man. How's everything with you?
Doing good, man. Just hustling. You know what it is.
Hey, listen, there's no other thing, man. So what city are you in? I know you missed the team jet set. I think you was in Vegas last week. Might have been in Miami. I know you jump all around. So what city are you at home for a second?
Yeah, so I'm based in Virginia. I'm in Richmond, East Coast.
Yep. Good. Probably not for long, I'm sure. I think you said once you graduate high school, what, you moving over to LA?
Yeah, that's the plan, man. I got a whole team jet set. Everyone's out there. A lot of my network is out there, some clients and stuff. So that's the plan.
All right, cool. Well, listen, man, let's jump into it, man. I was literally reading your story, but instead of me talking about it, give us a few minutes of background, right? Because while people are preparing, getting their pens and paper out for this game they're about to get, give us a little bit of background, my brother.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, number one, I really appreciate you for letting me come on this call. I mean, at the end of the day, my whole purpose is about just impacting people. So for everyone that's on this call right now, first off, my name's Casey Adams. I'm a 17-year-old entrepreneur, author, public speaker. And to kind of make my story over the last 2 years, kind of shrink it down a little bit. So when I was 15 years old, I'm still in high school currently, but when I was 15 years old, sophomore in high school, I got diagnosed with interspinous ligament damage, which was something that I went through a really negative part of my life. I was in a neck brace for 20 weeks in a super negative spot. And what kind of transformed me now to managing and being a CEO of a viral marketing agency to writing a book to traveling all over the country, speaking about my story was one simple thing. And like if I once I look back at the last 2 years and I kind of see my evolution of my journey, I like to really focus on personal branding. And tonight I just want to I'm going to talk a lot about personal branding and how it's impacted my life, as well as it can impact your life as well. But for me, I started out 15 years old. I was building a social media account. I didn't know really what I wanted to do with my life, but this negative point of my life led me to finding a mentor online. As some of you guys may know, Ty Lopez, he's one of these big internet entrepreneurs. And I got into a few of his courses. I started learning a lot more about social media marketing. And I really just started growing a personal brand. And what I mean by that is like putting out content about myself, putting out content about my story, what I feel is right, what my passions are. And over time, that just evolved into just finding out the right people, getting connected with the right network of individuals. And for me, networking is everything. And I'll talk a lot about that on this call, but I've been able to really grow my network with multiple top entrepreneurs in the game. I've been able to surround myself with top CEOs. And by doing that, it's just led me into different opportunities when it comes to starting my own marketing agency or writing my book or meeting Caleb, speaking on stages. But for me, I kind of like to take this into like a full circle. I started out just doing a lot of affiliate marketing, online marketing, and then I really started to focus on personal branding, and that led me into writing my book about my story, about how I was able to, whether it be get in contact with Ty Lopez or find out all these mentors to then start my agency. But that's kind of just an overview. Right now, like I said earlier, I do a lot of public speaking. I have my book out called Rise of the Young, as well as, I know, like you said earlier, Team Jet Set, we do a lot of speaking events all over the country, and we would like to inspire and impact people and really learn how they can change their life by using social media and the internet.
Well, let's get it, man. I think that was a perfect segue to the first question. There's a lot of people out here who are on social media. Understand, like, everyone on this call spends a nice amount of their day on social media, but a lot of people aren't necessarily monetizing social media. Like, always say every day, the average person looks at their phone 151 times a day. You need to find a way, right? You need to find a way for, out of those 151 times a day, they need to be looking at your page. They need to be on your website. They need to be buying your product. So there's people on the call like, yo, Casey, I want to monetize my social media. I want to make money online. What are some steps that you would share with me for someone to do that?
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, for number one, for everyone taking notes right now, I would say you have to really be clear on like what your monetization strategy is. Like, for example, there's multiple ways, like when it comes to making money online, so many different industries. And for me, literally like a year from today, I was confused. I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And for me, I was like, whether it be e-commerce or social media marketing or selling a product or affiliate marketing, there's so many options available. And for me, talking to everyone on this call right now, I would just say, be crystal clear about what you want to get into. And for a lot of people that are, whether it be new or just learning right now, so pretty much social media, there's multiple ways to sell products or start selling services. So number one, affiliate marketing, which is pretty much just like taking a product that is someone else's and then you marketing that product to make a profit. And that's what I started with, just by utilizing my Snapchat or my Instagram, selling different like email marketing softwares or little just different products online, making a small $5 to $20 commission. So when it comes to monetizing social media, number one, be crystal clear about what your purpose is. What are you selling? What kind of product are you selling? Is it going to be your own product? Are you going to be an affiliate for someone else's product? Or like for me, for example, now I own a social media marketing agency, and the way that I monetize is by growing my personal brand so that I can get in contact with more people so that I can sign them under my agency. So there's multiple ways to monetize, whether it be e-commerce or starting a drop shipping store or whatever it is. But I would just say, as the most critical piece of advice that a lot of people could take away is, number one, be crystal clear about not why you're monetizing, but how you're monetizing. You don't want to say, I want to make money online and just leave it as that blank statement. You either want to say, I want to make money doing drop shipping, or I want to make money doing affiliate marketing. I want to make money online or on social media, starting a social media agency, or doing Forex trading or stock trading. Really be crystal clear on what type of avenue you want to go into and really stick to it. Because for me, I'm sure a lot of you guys, I was confused last year. I didn't know what industry I wanted to get into. I didn't have a network. I didn't have a personal brand. And the best thing that kind of led me into where I am now is I took all the data that's out there and I started to focus on two critical things. Number one, my personal brand, and number two, building high quality relationships. And for me, at the whole ground starting of my journey, I wasn't really necessarily focused on the money, but what can lead me into finding different routes, whether it be the people I meet or the opportunities I get from meeting those people. But when it comes to the groundworks of making money online, that's a really general term. And like, if you really want to get into the ball field and really start making money online, identify where you're, because there's so many different options. So I would just say, write down, do your research, join webinars like this, or really study different people that are making money online, join a course, because there's so many awesome information out there that once you learn from the right person, it can absolutely change your life.
That's good. I like it. So I really love that concept of be crystal clear about what you want. And here's the thing, like you said, there's so many ways to make money. Here's a big misconception, Casey. It takes money to make money. I don't believe that. I believe it takes ingenuity. I believe it takes perseverance. I believe it takes creativity to make money online. To be an affiliate marketer, it's free. They're not charged. Like, you can make money to do drop shipping. Essentially, it is free, right? So, I mean, I really want people, man, Casey, I believe 2018, 2017, there has never been a greater time than now to make money online, monetize your personal brand, and really just to get ahead. Like, it don't even have to be full time. You could just create a side hustle. I believe 2018 is perfect for that, right? So, let's jump into personal branding, bro. Man, I'm starting out, Casey. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm trying to build my brand. I'm trying to get to the marketplace. I want people to know who I am and what I do. What would you tell somebody? And again, we got experts on the call as well as we got beginners. So we're catering this information pretty much for everyone, because I believe the game that you're spitting, everyone can utilize it no matter what level they're at.
For sure. So yeah, I mean, like I talked about at the beginning, I really focus on building my personal brand. And for me, what I like to tell people, whether it be speaking at a conference or doing live calls like this, I like to explain what personal branding means to me so that we're all on the same page. So for example, like, for personal branding to me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know as well, is why do people follow you on social media? Is it because you're selling a product? Are you a CEO? Are you just trying to get your name out there? But for me, personal branding comes down to expressing yourself on social media, pictures, videos, or different types of content that like really help identify who you are and help people get a sense of what you're bringing to the marketplace. So for me, this is kind of something I'll talk about in a few minutes, but pretty much personal branding, how to start your personal brand, how to really get it going, is to be crystal clear about why and what you want people to know you as. Because I see a lot of people trying to start a personal brand. They're not putting out the right content. They don't really know their strategy to it, and they're never going to get ahead because they just put out a picture every once a week, or they just post a random picture. You have to be really crystal clear about what, number one, why you want people to know of you. Number two, what do you want them to know of you? So for example, I like to go off a thing called the 3 pillars. And what the 3 pillars is pretty much 3 reasons why someone's going to follow you and how they're going to remember you. So for me, I like bringing it back to the practical side of things. For me, when I was starting out my personal brand, I was focused on how I want to build relationships. So I would genuinely put out there on the comments, like, my biggest thing is about building relationships, and I'll just talk about relationships and connecting with people. So I wanted people to know me as a connector. I wanted to have a significant impact on my age. So I would always talk about how I'm a young entrepreneur. So that's number 1. Number 2, building relationships. And number 3 was traveling. Those were my 3 pillars when creating my personal brand. And after learning from my mentor, like Ty Lopez or Jaden Gross or Gerard Adams, all these big guys in the industry, I've actually had a chance to sit down with a lot of them, go to a lot of their masterminds, and they all pretty much say the same thing. They say, you don't want to sell yourself short. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. Really be crystal clear about why you want people to know you, what you want them to know you for, meaning like, what are your 3 pillars? Really be crystal clear, like I always say, about what you want your pillars to be. And your 3 pillars can be something that relate to you, relate to your beliefs, relate to where you want to go. Because I see a lot of people having that conception of like, oh, I don't have success yet. I've never sold anything online. How do I grow my personal brand? And that was exactly where I started literally a year from today when I started doing affiliate marketing. And I just started putting out there, whether it be where I wanted to go. I started writing my goals. I started talking about how I was 15 and I was starting a clothing line, but I haven't sold any shirts yet. I was just putting out content based on what I was doing at the time. And that led to meeting someone on social media that I got to hop on a call with that introduced a new opportunity. And I feel like for a lot of people that are building their personal brand, you have to be very, very, like I always say, like crystal clear about what your purpose is to it. Because for me, building a personal brand allows me to connect with people. Social media is the new modern day business card. And I want you guys really to be focused on this, is that it's not just you're putting out content to put out content. there's always a purpose to what I do. So when it comes to putting out content or sending a message to someone on Instagram, having a personal brand allows you to allow yourself to be credible when reaching out to someone or commenting on a picture. So once they click on your page, they can see whether it be the certain amount of followers or the certain amount of content or the people you're with. So if you go on my page, you'll see pictures of me with like Ty Lopez or Caleb Maddox or all these other guys. And when people see that, it instantly triggers something in their brain that's like, okay, they're associated with this individual or this person or this type of niche, whether it be e-commerce or social media marketing. So just always have the sense of like you're putting out content based on how people are going to perceive you. So you can really craft it like a piece of art. You don't want to just put out random pieces of content without a vision. I always make sure that every piece of content that I put out relates to my 3 pillars. And if it doesn't, I don't put it out, just based on the fact that you always want to remind people why they're following you. Is it for the travel pictures? Is it for the pictures of you and someone else? Is it for the motivational videos? Is it because you have a podcast? Just always be repetition when it comes to putting out content. Always have a thesis of what your content's going to be around when it comes to relating to your 3 pillars. And when it comes to starting from the ground zero, start putting out content, not because people are telling you to. Do it for a purpose and always have an end goal. Put out the content so in 3, 4, 5 years, you can see where you started from. Because for me, going back on my Instagram a year from now, I've seen the change. I've seen how I've grown. And just by doing that, putting out content and having a purpose to it, it just opens up so many opportunities. And then one other thing I want to touch on is at the end of the day, social media comes down to getting in contact with people. And if you're able to craft a personal brand and actually start sending out direct messages and start connecting with people, that's literally how I've been able to, number 1, grow my network. Number 2, grow my following, is just by utilizing social media to then grow my network and get in contact with the right people.
Great. Listen to me, people. Those 3 pillars, I want you guys to write those down and identify what they are for your life, because that's going to be a major key. So, I mean, what really gave you this mindset? I really like to know, because one thing that I try to get to is I try to get to the youth at a young age, right? Because generally we can get to them first.
Yep.
They don't have to worry about, like now, I coach a lot of different people. I'm training a lot of people. I'm teaching them now the importance of investing in themselves, teaching them now the importance of positive thinking, teaching them now the importance of building their brand. But if we were taught this at your age, man, you're never going to turn back. Exactly. You're going to guarantee to be a young millionaire by 21 or whatever. It could be 18. I have no clue. Simply because you're surrounding yourself with the right people and you're putting the right information in your mind. And more importantly than any of that, you're executing. So what was like, what made that switch happen for you? And we got a lot of people in here who got kids who want their kids to be on that same mission. So what would you say happened?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, man, I love how you said that, because for me, it's not necessarily about focusing on the success or the money or the growth. It's all about the mental, like where are you at mentally? And for me, I really want to talk to a lot of you guys that are on this call right now. And for me, the transition and the pivoting point in my life came from finding a mentor, and that mentor was Ty Lopez. And I'm sure you guys, if not, Ty Lopez, he reads a lot of books. He's a huge social media influencer. And Ty Lopez, I got into one of his 67 step courses while it was in my neck brace. I was literally in my room. I was on YouTube and an ad came up on my screen. And pretty much it was Ty Lopez saying, hey, if you want to learn how to be positive, if you want to learn how to make money online, I got into Ty Lopez's course. And without having any kind of what I was getting into, I invested into myself. And I love how he said that, just based on the fact that if you're not willing to invest in yourself, you're never going to have a positive outcome, due to the fact that in order to get success or get your network up, you must invest in yourself to allow yourself to open the door to new opportunities. And I feel like the biggest pivoting point for me was, number 1, getting into a course and starting to learn from someone that already has success and already has what I want to have, and then just executing on it. So what I mean by that, and it all comes down to small micro execution. So for number 1, like for me, joining Ty Lopez's course, he said, try to read a book a month. And for me at the time, I wasn't reading that much. I didn't really ever get into personal development. I wasn't watching personal development videos on YouTube. I was just kind of living my life, scrolling on my phone, not doing that much on social media. But as soon as Ty Lopez kind of got me in the mindset of read a book a day or read a book a month, that was the small piece of execution that opened my mind into different opportunities, whether it be books like Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People, all of these different books that kind of transitioned my mindset from literally just being a normal teenage kid, going to high school to now like owning a business and all that sort of stuff, traveling, writing a book. It all came down to the micro execution and the daily activities I was implementing. So one thing that Caleb Maddox always talks about, it's not like people always say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And if you're saying you're going to do something, man, you're never going to do it. Just focus on daily execution and really mapping out your day the night before. So for me, I have a journal right here. Every single night before I go to sleep, I write down what I have to get done tomorrow, why I need to get it done, and how is it going to help me? Because I don't like to, and for me, I still go to school. I'm a senior in high school, and I would say the biggest thing from the get-go is just having crystal clear goals, having crystal clear execution, and then stacking on that, because a lot of people underestimate what they can get done in 5 years and overestimate what they can get done in a day. And you must be crystal clear about what you need to get done on a daily basis, because if you aren't consistently taking action and executing, it's going to be hard to kind of get into that flow. But once you're in that flow of just whether it be reading 15 minutes a day or trying to get in contact with 1 to 3 new people a day, once you do those little micro steps over the course of the next 3, 6, 12, 18 months, that's when you'll see the huge kind of pivoting point in your life. But I would just say when it comes to the mental frameworks, definitely start reading books or start watching podcasts or listening to the people that are crushing it in the industry that already have success, because it's those people that once you start learning from them, you're just going to naturally develop into the type of individual that 6 months from now, you're going to look back and be like, whoa, like I wasn't taking in that information, therefore I didn't have what I wanted to have. But now since I started taking in new information, learning from new people, starting to do new opportunities, and really just execute on my goals, that's when you see the pivoting point. And this is the number one thing I want you guys to write down. It's not about what you're going to do or how you're going to do it. It's about what you're doing today, because a lot of people have these aspirations, these goals, these dreams, but they go home and sit on the couch, but they're not doing anything. So I would just say be crystal clear about your execution strategy and just implement it on a daily basis and map out the night before what you got to get done tomorrow and just stick with it, because it all comes down to consistency and persistence. Because if you're not consistent with what you do, you're never going to have what you want to have. So that being said, just have consistency. Don't quit early, because Ty Lopez says it takes 67 days to develop a habit so you can do it subconsciously. And so whether it be reading, whether it be going to the gym, whether it be anything, you have to really develop that habit over time and be consistent with it.
I would like to call that bars. Listen, I really love, guys, I love when I get to learn from someone younger than me, because a lot of times we get confused, like, oh, I can't learn from this person. They're younger than me. They don't know more than me. So I really love when I can get on the call and learn from someone who's probably smarter than me. It's great. One of the things, Casey, and you may want to adopt this also for your 2018, one of my exact things for me in 2018, I'm going to make sure I'm the dumbest person in the room at every event I attend. And one of the reasons why I'm doing that is because if I'm the dumbest person in the room, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come out of that room learning new things. I'm going to come out of that room with new relationships. I'm going to come out that room with new connections. And I understand, like you, it only takes one connection to change your life, right? So I need everybody to write this down as an affirmation. I'm one connection away from a total life change.
Yep.
Like I need you guys to write that down and really visualize and say that. I'm one connection away from a total life change. Like, it only takes you to meet this one person. Like, if Oprah meets you, guess what she does for you? Changes your life, right? It's certain people who can meet you and literally change your whole life, but you also got to put yourself in those rooms. You got to be conscious of the rooms that you're visiting. You got to be conscious of what you're reading. You got to be conscious of what you're watching. Every single day, I'm monitoring what I'm watching, who am I having conversations with, what am I doing on a daily basis, because these are the things that's going to either help us or hurt us. So it's very important, people, that you're being conscious of this. And one thing that someone said that I absolutely love was, you need to do 1% more every single day. If you can find a way to do 1% more every single day, can you imagine what that would do for your life? I'm not asking you to give 100% every day, just 1% more, right? Read one extra page, yep. Watch one extra video, go to one extra networking event, send one extra text, right? And these are the things that will literally change your life. So I know we probably got about 8 more minutes. I do want to get a question from the audience, but anything else that you haven't touched on, Casey, and building your personal brand that you definitely want to touch on? I don't want to take.
So, like you just said, like I absolutely love how you just said you're one connection away, because for me, literally, like the biggest thing that literally can completely transform my life was literally one simple DM. And what I mean by this, and I always get this question a lot, like, how'd you meet this person or how'd you meet that person? And it's simple because, like, I talk about this all the time. So my mentor, Ty Lopez, I was following him. I got into one of his courses when I was in my neck brace. He kind of taught me about like using your mind, reading different books. And he was my mentor from the start. And like, I literally had on when I was going through his course, it was like, who do you want to meet in the next 5-10 years? And on my list, number one, it said Ty Lopez. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know why it was going to happen or anything like that. But over the course of time, I learned the value of having that one connection. And the biggest thing for me is literally sending direct messages to people on Instagram. And I want everyone to do this. Like, if there's something that you take away from me tonight, it's literally send a direct message to somebody of importance and focus on providing value to them. So for example, a lot of people say,
Casey, they might have missed that. Can you say that one more time? Because it sounds so simple. So I know somebody's going to miss it. Please say it again. That was the key right there, my brother.
Yeah.
Please.
So like I just said, like when it comes to social media, one thing that I want you guys to take away from this, if this is literally the only thing, on social media, on Instagram specifically, focus on sending out direct messages to people of importance that whether it be have personal brands that are successful or whatever it may be, send them a direct message and make the purpose of the message to provide value to them. And what I mean by that is I get hundreds of DMs a day, people saying, hey, what's up? How are you doing? And those messages don't stand out. When you're reaching out to someone on Instagram, you want to do it with a purpose and you want to do it very, very effectively. So here's like an example for you guys. So when I reached out to Ty Lopez, I didn't just say, hey, what's up, Ty? I reached out to him. I said, hey, I was at a networking event this weekend. I actually had the opportunity to meet Dan Fleshman, Jeremy Haynes, all these guys that were in his social media marketing program. I said, I've learned so much from your marketing course. You taught me so much in my life. I really look forward to going through your course and learning from you. And then out of the blue, he hit me back up, and then I came back at him with my story. And there's always an effective communication in place that's allowed me to meet someone. It wasn't just a fluke incident. It came down to the communication I had, and it came down to how I was able to react in the certain situations. So I just want you guys to be really crystal clear that you're just one DM away, you're one connection away from an absolute life change. Because if I wouldn't have sent that one DM to Ty Lopez on Instagram, the next week he flew me out to LA with my mom, the first time ever going to LA, living on the East Coast. He lives in LA. I was like, what the hell? Had no idea what was about to happen. He flew me out to LA. I met a mentor named Jaden Gross, who's his top student. Now me and him are business partners. I met everyone in my network from literally that one DM. And I love how you said that, because that's literally my entire like push to everyone that follows me is just, you don't know what you're going to get when you're messaging someone or commenting on someone's picture. And you must just be very optimistic about reaching out to someone, because I even had this from the beginning. It's like, they're never going to see the message. They're never going to get back to me. But the difference between getting in contact with someone and building a relationship with them is what value you are providing to them. And are you being consistent with it? If they don't see your message, are you consistently reaching back out to them? Because a lot of people say, oh, I sent 3 DMs. They're never going to see it. If you scroll through my phone and I'm Ty Lopez or Grant Cardone, like today I got in contact with Gary Vaynerchuk. I've sent these guys like 20, 30 messages, but the one that they get back to me, I get a meeting set up with Gary Vee today. Ty Lopez flies me out to LA. It's not about what I did to get there. It's just I was consistent with it enough, and I focused every single message on the value that they provided to me, and I let them know about it. Or I was going at them and hey, I watched your entire series of Ask Gary Vee on YouTube. I've learned this, this, and this, and this. Thanks so much. Always have a consistent message about what you want to get across, and you'll be surprised about what literally one connection can do for you.
Wow. Jim, bar. It's crazy too, because listen, I'm going to interview Ty Lopez. I just finished interviewing Dan Fleshman last week. I just interviewed Dan Fleshman like 2 days ago, but as I finished, she's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna connect you with a lot of my other friends, man. Do you want to interview Billie Jean does marketing? Do you want to interview this? Do you want to interview that? But it's crazy. You pull that book out. Look, he gave me, I already bought this book, but he gave me like a stack of these things.
Oh yeah, I got one of those too. Dan Fleshman
gave me a stack of these.
I got Dan Fleshman in my book. He actually said he had like a little promo in it. Dan, he's the man, bro.
Yeah. Listen, so I met him, sat down with him, and here's the other thing, Casey, that I learned. It only takes one to get everyone else. Like you don't need to figure out, yo, I need to get every DM. You need one. Like I literally sent 20 DMs out. And now I got Dan. And the reason why I got Dan, because I had Andy Frisella. Andy Frisella is like a friend/mentor to me. I text Andy. I call Andy. He's like, yo, all I needed to see in my DMs was ANDY. Andy's my best friend. Anything that Andy does, I'm all in. So I need you guys to understand, period. Not even just and reaching out in DMs, but it only takes one with anything that you do. Only one. It takes one. That ball got to hit that bat at the perfect time, and you could get a home run. You can walk in the room at the perfect time and meet Oprah. You can walk in the room and meet Barack. You can walk in the room, meet Richard Branson. It only takes one. And there's someone out here who's looking to change your life, but the only way they're going to change your life is you're consistently working at changing your own. So I want to make sure you guys catch that. I don't know if you caught that, but if you didn't catch it, hit the replay button. But Casey, I'm going to let you go, bro. One last question is 9:40. I want to respect your time.
For sure, man. Yeah, I mean, I have one more thing. I love how you just said it only takes one, because when you, like you said, like reaching out to Dan, and you said Andy, like reaching out to that one person with that one name, and like for me, dude, it's amazing how much that works, because like when I was reaching out to, I don't like to call it authority hijacking, but it allows you to associate yourself with people that instantly when it comes to the mental framework of like, if someone hits me up and says, yo, I'm homies with Caleb Maddox, I'm going to see that message and respond to it more effectively due to the fact that I'm homies with Caleb and they're reaching out to me and they're a mutual friend. So like you said about like reaching out to Dan Fleshman about Andy Frisella, pretty much I did the same thing when it comes to like reaching out to Ty Lopez. I mentioned Dan Fleshman, by the way, because me and him, we met at a conference like a day before that. And like, it was the first time meeting him. I was like, yo, I spoke at this event with Dan Fleshman and Jeremy Haynes and all these other guys. And then Ty was like, what do you do? He was curious. I mentioned these people that are like really like credible at the time that I had no idea about the high level of these guys. And then Ty ended up reaching back out to me. But it really just shows you that like that was literally my first networking event, January 13th of 2017 this year. Before that, I've never been to California. Before that, I had no network besides like a few people online. And that one networking event, I met Warren Buffett's former CEO, Caleb Maddox, Gerard Adams, Dan Fleshman, all these guys in one day. And like you said, it only takes that one day or that one connection or that one phone call, because the difference is between it's either you have a 0 or a 1, and that 1's always going to win. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say for everyone listening, send out, like you said, send out an extra DM a day. Watch another video a day. When it comes to a year, go to one extra networking event, because you're going to meet that one person that's going to change your life for the rest of your life. And I just want you to know, because like literally, like I just said, like my first networking event was literally this year in 2017 at the beginning of the year. And from going to that event to now building my brand, writing a book, growing my company, it literally just comes down to this one quote that I love by Steve Jobs. He says, you can never connect the dots looking forwards, but you can always connect them looking backwards. And what he means by that is just like every little daily action you take or every connection you make, you're not going to see the importance of it until 6, 12, 18 months later, because then you can look back and see how that one connection led to that connection, which led to that business partner. So just always be optimistic, especially once you're starting off, about like how each and everything you do has significance of importance. And it's about the things you do on a daily basis that is really going to add up and really stack on top of each other to the long run.
Good. And I think I might have heard Todd talk about it like opportunity stacking, or I don't know, relationship stacking, something about stacking. So that was dope. What I want to do now, do me a favor, if you could drop the link to your book, because I don't have your book yet, so I want to buy it tonight. So if you could drop your link, if you don't mind dropping that in this group chat, as well as anyone else on here, would love for you to support this young brother, man. 17 years old, doing it big, man, and I definitely respect it. And I'm sure we'll see each other in LA at a future event. Dan told me he'll hit me up next event I need to attend. I think he having 2 in LA. I'll be flying out. And that's the other thing, people, I need you guys to understand. Some opportunities will cost you time, cost you money, and they won't always look like an opportunity. Sometimes you got to spend your last in order to get what you want. Like, you got to stop being afraid and stop being scared of the opportunities that's about to bless you. You're missing out on opportunities because you're like, I'm spending my last on it. You're missing out on opportunities because I got to go by myself. So please don't miss out on opportunities because of the temporary inconvenience it may cause.
I love that, because like actually, dude, the first, like talking about my event that I went to in January, it was funny how this came about. So Caleb Maddox, we connected last year around this time. We were connecting online, and he actually was the individual that said, yo, Casey, come to this networking event in San Diego and speak at it, because that was like my first interview I got on ABC talking about affiliate marketing and my story about overcoming negativity. And it's funny because like during that time I wasn't really making money. I had like $1,500 saved up, and like I wasn't really doing that much. And literally this is how it happened. I told my dad, I was like, yo, let's go to San Diego. I want to go to this event. And my parents, like coming from the East Coast, they don't travel that much. They're like, you're crazy. Why would you do that? And literally I had to fly my dad, I had to fly myself out, my dad out, and book the hotels. Pretty much spent all my money. I had $0. But coming home from that event, The day I got home, I sent Ty Lopez a direct message, and 2 weeks later, I was flying to LA with my mom. But here's the thing, like you said, I didn't know that going to San Diego was going to lead me to meet Ty Lopez, but I just saw an opportunity and I acted on it. I spent my money that I had literally no regrets on due to the fact that I saw the opportunity, I took it, and then it surprisingly opened up to literally the day at home, I got another opportunity to meet Ty. But it just really comes down to, and I hear this a lot all the time, like, oh, I can't do that, I can't do this. Everyone's story is going to be different. Every single person on this call has a unique talent, and no one's story is going to be the same. And it comes down to creating your story, creating your impact, creating your personal brand, and really just letting that out to the world. Because like I said, like everyone's story is different. Your talents, your abilities, your network, everyone's going to have different abilities. So it just comes down to focusing on your strengths, focusing on your networks, and really just executing it on a daily basis.
That's good, man. And with that, I think that could be the end. That could be that last bar. Where can people find you at, my good man?
Yeah, so
website for your book. Did you drop it in the link? Did you drop it in the chat?
I put 4 links down there. I put my book, my Facebook.
Well, all right, perfect. And yo, sidebar. So one day I might have was on your Facebook and I seen like, I don't know, Inky Johnson is a good friend of mine. And I seen like, I don't know if you posted the video, but it had like millions of views. I don't know if you were the person who posted it.
Yeah. We got 19 million views on my video that I
wow.
posted.
Do he know about it?
My business partner, he was at an event recently. I think you were there. The one like just the other week.
Yo, matter of fact, I just met this. So I'm next to Inky. He's like, yo, bro, something. He showed him his phone. He was like, yo, I got 19 million views. And Inky was like, yo, thanks. Just in LA like 2 days ago. That's crazy.
That was my business partner. He's the one that me and him do all my stuff on Facebook, man. But yeah, I got to run right now. But dude, let's definitely stay connected. I definitely would love to hop on a call on one of these calls with everyone because I love giving back. I love just providing value, So let's for sure set up another one. And everyone on here, I really appreciate you guys coming on. Don't feel afraid to send me a direct message on Instagram. I try to respond to every single person. So if you're on this call, I would appreciate if you followed me and sent me a message on Instagram. Send me what you're working on. Send me how I can help you because it's all about giving back. And everyone on this call, just take the action, send the DM, and I'll get back to you.
That's good, brother. Thank you, man. Have a great day, brother. Thank you.
Talk soon.
See you, Keith.
Neo, the links aren't there.
Yeah, I didn't see the links either. I don't know what happened. But we'll have to find them because I certainly didn't see the links there. So maybe go on his Instagram page. You might could find it. But yo, guys, that was truly an exciting call, man. I want to take a moment really to just thank everyone who joined this particular call tonight. A couple more things that I do want to discuss. But first off, man, I'm proud of each and every one of you guys who consistently keep getting on our calls each week in and week out. I promise you, it's going to be a point in time that you're going to hear that one gem that's going to change your life. You're going to hear that one idea that's going to blow you up and put you on a whole different level in your mindset and just with your relationships. So I need you to understand how important consistency is and how important you just continuing to show up is to your goals and to your dreams. Because remember, nothing's going to work unless you do. So with that being said, I'm excited about today. And I do want to take a minute because we got a lot of people on the call who's about to join Circle of Greatness or intend on joining us. I want to say welcome to you in advance. And we got a lot of dope people. Gigi just joined. Congrats to you. Kiana just joined. We got so many different people on here who just joined. And I just want to say we appreciate you and we want to welcome you with love. All our members, make sure you drop an encouraging word in the group chat right there so people can get encouraged by that. And for those who aren't a member yet, we're going to drop the free trial. We're giving you a free trial right now. We're about to drop this link right here because I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. So as soon as you get off of here, go enjoy the free trial. Sign up right. You probably won't ever do this again. So take advantage. Here's the free trial link. Take advantage. The free trial link, because I don't want you guys to miss out on the opportunity to take yourself to that next level for free. You're getting some free days. So what I want to do really quickly, guys, jump back into it. Just a quick overview, please. If someone online, you may have an online mentor, someone you aspire to be like, someone who you want to learn from, someone you want to grow from. Tonight, make a point to get in someone's direct messages. Like literally make a point tonight to get in someone's direct messages so you can learn, like, so you can be like, hey, I would love to get mentored by you. I would love to buy your program. I would love to learn from you. I promise you guys, we have some awesome millionaires about to be on our calls. And I'm going to tell you how, simply because I've been in their DMs and I continue to be in their DMs until they say yes. And here's the key. You only need one person to say yes. You know why Casey was on a call? Because I had Caleb on the call. You know why Andy Frisella was on the call? Because I had one of his friends on the call. And everyone after that, because I had Andy on the call. So I need you guys to understand it only takes one. I need that to be one of your new affirmations. It only takes one. It only takes one opportunity to change your life. It only takes one relationship to change your life. It only takes one phone call to change your life. It only takes one business deal to change your life. It only takes you joining a group to change your life. Literally, guys, your life can change once you give yourself permission to change. So tonight was an amazing call, people. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of it. What I want to do right now is answer any questions. I'll do an AMA. If you have any personal questions for me, I can answer those now. It could be about you wanting to join Circle of Greatness Academy. It can be about just business. I want to take a moment to open the floor for questions. But before I do that, what I want 3 members to hop on, because we got several people joining the academy tonight. And we helped change a lot of lives in the course of this last year. And we're about to do that for several other people. So I want 3 members, 30 seconds or less, people, to tell people how Circle Greatness have helped change your life, because we got other people who want to join tonight.
Yeah, can I go first?
Yes, you can, Coach Cannon. Coach Cannon don't waste no time.
Nah, man. Look, I feel like I've been a little bit absent, just, really the grind. But I wanted to really just remind people, like, unless you really take action to change your situation, is not going to change. And I can remember specifically first time meeting Neo last year and Boardroom Bosses, and I didn't know about Circle of Greatness, and he was like, you not joining? I'm like, I'm kind of back and forth. And then ever since February, I've been a gold member, just because, the value that I get it's not about the money. It's about you really trying to do something different to change your situation. And then once you do, everything you do after that is much easier. You just got to make the first step to make that decision, like, I'm going to do something different. And then once you do it, all the other decisions after that become so much easier.
Wow. And it's crazy, Coach. So literally, bro, you on fire. You left Boardroom Bosses, bro. You might have took 2 months to join Circle after that. But when I say, boy, you've been on fire ever since then, nonstop. So, man, I commend you, brother. Keep pushing. And I'm certainly proud of you and your wife. Him and his wife are members, people. Like, it ain't no, like, they like, we need our own separate memberships. It ain't no, let's try to share one. You can't share opportunities. So I'm proud of both of you too. You guys rock, and keep up all the amazing work.
Thanks,
man,
sir.
I just want to jump in real quick if I can, bro. I promise I'll try to get it.
Hey, Travis, my brother.
What's up, baby? Hey, listen, guys, if you are considering joining the Circle of Greatness, man, just don't sit on it. Don't wait. We always wait for that perfect opportunity for our money to be right. Everything's never going to be perfect. My wife was in the Circle of Greatness for a while, and I was like, let me check it out. I'll wait and see until. Listen, when I got in the Circle of Greatness, man, Nehemiah gave me one gem that changed the trajectory of my life financially, because my book sales, I was charging a number for my book that just wasn't respectable. And my man was like, yo, I'll buy the – he's shaking his head like it wasn't respectable. And he was like, listen, I'll buy the book. He bought the book for the price that I was trying to give it to him for, but he was like, yo, you'll never sell this book for this price again. I was like, no, I want to sell. I gave him all these reasons why. He was like, no, it's this price. The book's $20 at least. Are you worth $20? Like the information worth? I'm like, yeah. So listen, guys, he gave me a gem, man. I've made thousands of dollars because of it. And just being in the right place, being around the right people, man. Like my family's in LA. I'm in LA right now. I'm from Philly. I never thought a guy like me can get to LA, but with the support of the Circle of Greatness and with the support of people like Nehemiah giving me connecting me to other people who can help us win. My family's over here, and we are thriving. To take nothing from us, like we did a good job on our own, but it's nothing like being in business by yourself, for yourself, but not by yourself, and having a group of other people who want to help serve you and help you win. And that's what the Circle of Greatness offers, man. So I just love it. I'm a gold member, and I'm in this joint for life. Absolutely.
Hey, Trav, we was on the phone the other day. You said, bro, you say, yo, I have to find a way to pay that. It's not even an option. You say, I'm like, yo, bro, you say, yo, no matter how hard times get, but I will not miss this payment.
Times get challenging, bro. Like it costs $2,300 a month for my family just to live out here in a small apartment. But I'm like, I'm gonna make that, like, we gotta miss the rent that month, like, or a little bit late. We paying that full membership because I'm getting value out of this. There's so much great value. So yeah, for sure.
And sidebar, people, Travis is one of our speaking leaders. So man, y'all getting a membership just on Tuesday alone? Just he's helping develop better speakers, better communicators, right? And again, we all understand that communication is the key, the thing that can change your life. Like if you can sell, if you can not persuade people, but if you can learn how to use your words to impact people, you can make you a ton of money. So Travis is leading that and helping a lot of people get contracts, sell their books, and just all around be a better speaker. So thank you, Travis, for the value that you're adding to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, Nehemiah.
What member's next? Hey,
it's me. It's Tina. It's Gold Digger TV. How y'all doing?
What's up, Tina?
I apologize.
Are you funny?
How you figure I'm funny?
That video, I was dying with that video.
That's me being me.
I know.
So I apologize for my voice. I'm a little under the weather. But Circle of Greatness, excuse me. First of all, it made me start to speak. It has been such a blessing in my life. For those of you who are thinking about joining, it's been a blessing in my life because first of all, Circle of Greatness stopped me. It stopped me from speaking negativity over my life because Nehemiah always, like when he goes live on like Instagram a lot, he always, starts out with positive affirmations. I am powerful. I am strong. I am successful. I am an entrepreneur. I am a money magnet. So I started doing that and it stopped me from speaking negative things over my life. And then another great thing was the other day, Mr. Nehemiah, he gave me a jewel back a few months ago about selling, any product through your phone, the text that pay. And I know, Travis, you've been blessed from this as well. And literally, it was like a little strategy. I can't give it up now. I can't give it up. You got to be a member. So, right. So it's a strategy that basically you text people and, you get people to buy your products. Before I could finish sending the text messages, I already had orders in my store. And as a result, over just like a few minutes or maybe an hour or two, I sold 15 books in my pajamas over the phone. A quick $300. Who on this call can use an extra $300?
I know I can. I'm raising my hand. Drop the praise hands in the group if you can, people. But Tina, I appreciate you just really executing. I'm mad that you waited 3 months to do it, but when you did it, it worked. So people, what Tina's talking about, we gotta literally, I have like 6 different text messages I sent. One to do pre-orders, one to sell your book, one to sell your t-shirt, one to get volunteers, one to get testimonials. And these testimonials alone has generated me thousands and thousands every single month. So literally she bought that, Trav bought it, and literally it pays for itself after a few messages. That is $97 now. I think it was like 30 or 40 then, which was undervaluing myself. But anyone who's joining the Circle of Greatness tonight, I'm giving it to you for free.
I'm glad I got it at $30. Praise God.
Yeah, you got it for 30. Oh, I just changed that price. I'm like, that had to go to 100, Tina.
And you know what? And then let me tell you something, y'all. It was $30, but before I could finish sending the text messages, I had already made my money back.
Right.
Yo, Neo, listen, bro. I promise you. Like I said, like times can get challenging, bro. I got to pay for that membership. I promise you, I could spend 10 minutes I bought it for $30 too, and I'm glad I did because it's up 97 now. But I promise you, it pays for itself. I don't even want to tell you how much I made. But yo, crazy money. I can literally send a message out that Nehemiah helped me prepare. I send that message out and make hundreds of dollars on it, and just in minutes, and you see the return right away. So phenomenal
That's
product.
crazy.
If you do nothing, get that. Like for whatever product you have or whatever you need, Nehemiah's that text message for everything that's gonna help you to win.
Listen, man. Listen, I feel like we selling. I'm done selling for the night, people. I'm done because I don't want to feel like, yo, we trying to sell people. But listen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the link in, right? You can buy the course right here, people. You can buy the Tech Step Pay. I'm going to drop it in here. You can buy that for $97, right? Here you go, $97. Or you can join Circle of Greatness tonight on a trial, and you still get it for free. So the choice is yours, but you got the option of doing that. But one more thing, what I want to do now is, I need to get a few people on the call. If we got any new people, let us know one thing that you enjoyed about the call tonight, or just one thing that you're proud. We're proud that you made a decision to get on a call. Sometimes it's challenging to do something that's new to you. And we want to just welcome you with love, because a lot of people are afraid. And I want people to know when you join our family, it's literally like a family. Like it's like you chilling with your brother, your sister, but you're chilling with people who are thinking like you. You're chilling with people who want to help you get to the next level, and you're hanging around with people who literally want to see you grow and reach new levels that most cases, you can't reach alone. Like the things that I'm doing now, I couldn't do without the circle. We couldn't have opened the Greatness Center without the circle. I couldn't be going to these events without some of the relationships that I have put into place. So what I want all of you guys to do, take a minute really quickly for a few people, what's one thing you enjoyed about the call, or just one thing that you're going to execute from tonight's call.
Hi guys, it's Shamiko.
Shamiko, what up?
3 pillars. So I was writing that down. Well, I wrote 2 of the 3 because I had to cut one out and reword it. But the 3 pillars of why I want people to know me was something that stood out to me, and I executed on that immediately.
Good. I like that. Who's next up, people? Who's next?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, my name is Kelly Lene.
Hey, Kelly. Welcome to the circle.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, another beautiful day.
Right. One thing, just to penny back off the young lady that just spoke, when he said the 3 pillars, it struck something in me with my own personal brand that I have already identified the 3 pillars. And in this season, people are grasping to my 3 pillars. And just to give a little background of, what I do, I'm in the fashion industry. So right now, I'm a freelance stylist, but right now I'm a visual merchandise manager for Forever 21. But I also have my own brand called Kelly Lene, and the foundation is God, Faith, and Movement. So when he said the 3 pillars, it hit home for me because this is something personal where my brand came from a personal experience, just going through tough times and still having God first, and my faith never deteriorated, but I kept moving. That was by the grace of God. So for me, it's just being authentic and just using my art as ministry. So just relying on that God is my first source, I know I'm not going to lose. And just being authentic to my foundation, I know, I'm going in the right path because people are grasping to it.
That's good. And we're happy to have you here, Kelly. Welcome as a new member. We're excited that you're on this journey with us. Trust me, you will not be disappointed.
I know that. I see I like the vibe. I like the community. I respect,
And you in Atlanta now, right?
Huh?
You're in Atlanta now, right?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, good. So I'm going to connect you with some members who we got down there and some people down there as well. Have you been to the gathering spot yet?
Down here?
Yeah, the gathering spot, this new co-working space, huge, dope co-working space.
No. I've been to a lot of other events down here.
No, I'm going to connect you with my homie, get you at the gathering spot. That's where it's at.
All right.
Cool. Well, thank you for being here. Who's next, people? Real quick. We're about to wrap this call up. Who's next?
Hello,
You got
everyone.
anybody?
This is Sabrina calling
you haven't
from
already, can you post your
DC,
information or
DMV area.
post-
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Say that one more time, Quinn.
My name is Sabrina, and I'm calling from DC.
Hey, Sabrina, how are you? Happy to have you on the call.
I'm good. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'll try to make it quick. I know you guys are pressed for time. So for me, I'm pushing for an educational entertainment program for children. So what I'm doing is pretty different. So one thing that stuck out, I caught the call a little late, but one thing that stuck out to me the most, and I heard it before, but it only takes one person, it takes one call, it takes one relationship. But I think, a lot of times with the trends, everything is a struggle, and it seems like a little hesitation with everyone, whether they want to go with this wave or go with that wave. And it's more so a thing where it's like people, they always expect to take, but nobody wants to give or give the time to listen, give the time to watch. But we're all walking around with our heads down scrolling. Why can't anyone take the time out to just do a simple thing as go to someone's page or show some type of support or love? But as far as, it takes that one person. You're going to get rejected 1,000 times, but you have to keep going. So my thing is, how do you continue to keep, stay vocal and interact with, so many different people on so many different levels, as far as, who's around you, who's next to you, who those people know, and as far as the people who are already on a certain level and is finding, ways to find success or just that social setting. So I know with the circle of greatness, this is kind of what you're bringing to everyone. And this is the environment you want to bring, and it's the energy is right here. But how do we take what you guys